I always wanted to be an athlete as a kid. I wanted to do gymnastics. My dad was a competitive artistic gymnast back in Yugoslavia, so that was my biggest dream, to be a gymnast. Olympic level at the time. I remember when I was in 6th grade, I was bullied and I was called a tomboy, that I'm a lesbian, that I'm like this and that because of a certain way that I was looking, and I was playing basketball with boys, and I'm a bony, dense person. I'm strong, I'm not naturally very thin. Growing up in a place like Turkey where these attributes about a woman is relatively discouraged, unfortunately, I also was afraid of showing the sportive or athletic side of myself a lot. But ultimately, I know that sticking to sports, sticking to some kind of discipline, promising to yourself that you're going to do something and then showing up even on the days that you don't want to do it has a healing property.
Platform 11. Please board the train. The doors close automatically. Please take care while the train is departing.
I've had several setbacks that prevented me from maybe pursuing sports in a professional level. First one being, of course, the accident. At the time, I was 7 and I climbed up the window. I fell from the 5th floor. They took me to an emergency surgery. They had to reconstruct my left heel from the beginning. I also had 3 cracks in my spine. The left heel required 3 surgeries in a span of 5 years. So the first one was to obviously collect the heel, and the other 2 were more corrective or constructive, I guess what they call it. I remember that it was after my first surgery and I was still in bed, I still couldn't walk, and I asked my dad, hey, like, I really want to be a gymnast, and we all know what happened to me, so I want to ask you and I want you to tell me the truth. Is there any chance you think that I could become a gymnast in an Olympic level? And I just remember my dad, like, literally his heart was shattered when I asked this question. Like, he looked at me and he said, like, of course we never know how things can turn out, but I don't think this is possible, because with gymnasts it's a lot of work and a lot of impact on your heels and your joints that your body should not handle. He didn't say can't, I think he said shouldn't, from what I remember. 8-year-old is quite a young age, I feel like, to think about how you cannot do something or shouldn't do something because your body cannot handle it. If anybody asked me what is your biggest heartbreak or first heartbreak, it would be that the day I kind of found out or had the conversation with my father that most likely I wouldn't be a gymnast.
My legs? How am I supposed to work out after sitting for 3 freaking hours?
Ready?
No.
I've always been the kind of person who pushes the boundaries. I climb, I do this, I'm interested in this and I'm interested in that, and I want to try everything. I have this appetite for the world. And when somebody keeps telling you shouldn't do this, you should be careful, watch your foot, watch your this, watch your that, It definitely impacted my trust that I have for my body. When I do sports, that's the one time where I can just kind of put away these thoughts and just go as far as my body allows and I can do, which is why yoga was very, very therapeutic for me, because I still felt like I could push my body's boundaries, but it didn't necessarily rely on my ankle mobility in that sense, because there's so much more going about it. And then later I found out that that's actually applicable to many other sports as well. And Hyrox had that aspect for me, definitely. Having a race and a focus and a goal and commit to it, to show up, even on the days that I didn't feel like it. It was kind of a way to prove it to myself that I could still be sort of an athlete, let's say. Really?
All the way up.
Not even like further down.
You got this.
I'm gonna be like Cillian Murphy. No fighting! No fighting! No fighting! Don't panic! No panicking! It didn't really hit me that I was doing it until the day off, of course. It's like you're stressing me out.
What's she doing, Suk? What's she doing? Oh, I kicked the door.
Trying to choose the outfit, putting on the makeup, getting ready, whatever, like my hair and everything. I was like, okay, this is, happening. I feel like if there was no one around from the Hyrox community and that I was just a show at the venue, it would have been more intimidating. Even the fact that the day off, when we left the hotel to walk to the venue, we kept following the people who already had the Hyrox backpacks or outfits. And I was like, okay, we're all here together, kind of showing each other the way and everything.
My dad just texted me.
What did that say?
He said, "Good luck, Hyrox girl. Let it be one memorable event and competition for you, and surely enjoyable one, and fun for all of us. Good luck and good fun to Ryan too. Can't wait to see videos and pictures. No pressure."
And so the nervousness wasn't necessarily like something bad. I felt more excited, let's say, in the moments of nervousness. At the end, I was like, you know what? Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong already. I've had COVID, UTI. I lacked the trainings. I didn't complete the 6-week preparation program. I don't have my watch to pace myself. At this point, what else can I do? I can just have fun. When I first started running, all the girls started to pass me. Every single one of them, to a point where it was me and another girl who were all the way behind. That was one thing that I kept warnings about in videos. Don't start fast, slow down even more than what you think is okay. I remember doing my first lap, then I did the ski erg, and I was like, and I have to do this 7 more times. It just felt impossible. I had to keep reminding myself, pace yourself, calm down, stay behind, it's okay, take your time. Literally one breath at a time. And sure enough, by the time I was at the 3rd station, I was already catching up with a few other girls that I've noticed them earlier. Regardless of getting tired, I felt like I could still keep pushing for maybe a few more minutes, maybe another 5-10 minutes. burpees, lunges, and wall balls were the 3 stations I was extremely worried about, burpees being probably the highest. I kept telling myself, there's a certain flow that you can catch with burpees. Don't go too high and keep thinking about momentum forward, momentum forward, momentum forward, and each time syncing it with your breath. But actually, burpees was a turning point for me in the race. Until that point, I wasn't still sure if I would finish the race. Once I did it, I was like, okay, this is halfway, roughly, and I feel good. I can do this. The one station that really killed me, broke me, was wall balls. I was gonna try the 16 to 9 method, which is you start from 16, then the second set you drop down to 15, then to 14, and you go until 9 until you complete the 100 wall balls. I did 16 and I was like, this is it. I'm done at 16. This is where I pull out of the race, I guess. I'm really done. I remember if I don't interact with someone or something, if I got into my head, very likely I would have maybe started crying or get really frustrated. I started talking to the judge next to me and I was like, have you ever done this? And she was like, yeah, I did it yesterday at Pro Division. I was like, fuck, I can't even complain to her. She already did the Pro Division with like 6 kilos and 100 repetitions. Chatting with her a bit and her kind of just talking to me, easing me into it and telling me that, you know, I should breathe, keep moving your body, don't get in your head. You don't have to do 10-15 reps in a set. If it's just 5, do 5. Just consistency over intensity. And I remember every time I had the ball and I wanted to start, I looked at Ryan and he would be like, I was like, okay, I can keep going.
I just think about like my accident and like, I don't know, me as a kid, like thinking that one day I would do something like this. Considering that my whole heel is like made, I don't know, you know. Like I was so focused throughout the whole thing, I didn't even feel like how I'm feeling, like, you know, I didn't ask myself. It just feels weird, I don't know. It's like a catharsis, basically.
The incident that happened and the injuries that my body went through shaped my life and my personality. I mean, I don't know what kind of Asya I would have been if this has never happened to me. This is the only reality I know, and it's the one that I'm going with. So yes, maybe I'm not a gymnast, and I've just done one Hyrox. I can't call myself a Hyrox athlete yet, maybe, but a new self-image has formed about my capabilities, about my self-confidence, about the trust I have in my body and my abilities to complete a task that I set for myself, that I will find a way to make it work in my own terms, and I get to decide what those terms are gonna be, and if I find that successful and good enough, then I'm satisfied, and nobody else has to tell me otherwise.